Welcome to your own personal deep dive, into the world of garlic. We're going to unpack some fascinating research about this amazing ingredient, get ready to go beyond garlic bread, and really explore the science behind its potential health benefits.
Absolutely. We'll be looking at three sources you've selected: a scientific paper on garlic oil extraction, a research article comparing garlic to leek, and a study on how white garlic transforms into black garlic. Examining them together will gain a comprehensive view of garlic's incredible potential.
Sounds great. I'm excited to dive in. Let's start with the chemical compounds. What exactly are we talking about when we say that garlic has all this power?
Well, garlic is packed with bioactive compounds like allicin, aharlin, ajabine, and flavonoids. These compounds work synergistically, so they offer a range of potential benefits.
Okay, so it's not just one magic ingredient, it's a team of compounds all working together.
Right.
Okay. What can you tell us about these individual players and their roles?
Well, think of allicin as like the star of the show. It's a potent sulfur compound that's activated when garlic is crushed or chopped. Allicin is known for its antimicrobial and antioxidant properties, and it's been linked to various health benefits.
And one of our sources, the paper on garlic oil extraction, specifically mentions diallyl-sulfide as the most prevalent sulfur compound. This is found in garlic essential oil. Why is that significant?
Diallyl-sulfide is another key player, with powerful antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. It's been studied for its potential role in protecting against cardiovascular disease and certain types of cancer. The fact that it's so abundant in garlic essential oil makes it a compound of great interest to researchers.
It seems like researchers are really interested in extracting the most potent oil from garlic.
Yeah. Speaking of which, the first study used a method called sock-slit extraction. Can you give us the need to know on this process? So sock-slit extraction is essentially a way to brew almost like a super concentrated garlic tea using a solvent. The researchers found that a specific combination of temperature, 50 degrees Celsius, and time, 4 hours, resulted in the highest yield of garlic oil, over 16%.
So it's like they found the sweet spot for extracting the most potent oil. That's pretty remarkable. Makes you wonder how this knowledge could be used for a larger scale production, both for culinary and medicinal purposes.
Precisely. Optimizing the extraction process could have a significant impact on the availability and affordability of high-quality garlic oil for various applications.
Speaking of different forms of garlic, let's move on to black garlic. What exactly is this intriguing ingredient, and how is it made?
Black garlic. It's created through a fascinating transformation process. It involves aging regular white garlic for 45 days at a controlled temperature of 70 degrees Celsius and 80% humidity.
So that sounds like a culinary alchemy experiment. What are the key differences between white garlic and its aged counterpart?
The aging process creates some remarkable changes. The harsh sulfur compounds in white garlic, they break down, and the concentration of sugars, particularly fructose, increases significantly. This gives black garlic a sweet, mellow flavor with hints of balsamic vinegar and even licorice.
Oh, wow. So it's not just about the health benefits. Black garlic seems to have a unique and appealing flavor profile. But let's get back to those health benefits. The study emphasized the antioxidant power of black garlic. What's the science behind that?
The aging process concentrates polyphenols, making black garlic a super antioxidant compared to white garlic. And here's something interesting. The study found that organic black garlic had even higher levels of polyphenols and antioxidant activity than conventional black garlic.
Wow, that's good to know. It seems like the way garlic is grown can impact its nutritional value. This raises an interesting question. Is there enough evidence to say black garlic is superior to white garlic for overall health? What other factors should we consider?
That's a great question. And it's important to remember that research is ongoing. While black garlic shows promise as a potent antioxidant, we need more studies to fully understand its impact on various health outcomes. White garlic still holds its own with its unique set of benefits.
This is where I start to get really curious. It seems like the world of garlic is full of surprises. Before we jump into the comparison between garlic and leek, did anything specific about black garlic stand out to you in the research?
What fascinates me is how a simple process like aging can unlock such a profound transformation in both flavor and nutritional content. It makes you wonder what other possibilities are hidden within everyday ingredients.
Absolutely. I'm ready to uncover more of those possibilities. Let's delve into the second study, which compares garlic bulb oil to leek leaf oil. What surprising differences did they find?
Prepare to be amazed, because this comparison, it highlights the unique strengths of different members of the allium family. While garlic often gets the spotlight, leek leaf oil has some impressive qualities as well.
I'm all ears. Tell us more about these unexpected findings.
Well, for starters, the study found that leek leaf oil had a higher yield than garlic bulb oil, using the same extraction methods. This means that from a production standpoint, leek leaf oil could potentially be more cost-effective.
That's a significant difference. So when it comes to efficiency, leek leaf oil might have an edge. But what about their bioactivity? Did they compare those aspects as well?
They focused on antibacterial activity, specifically against Streptococcus pyogenes. And surprisingly, leek leaf oil displayed stronger activity against this bacterium compared to garlic bulb oil.
That's a fascinating discovery. It challenges the assumption that garlic is like the ultimate antibacterial champion in the allium family. It seems like leek leaf oil is a force to be reckoned with.
Indeed. It's a reminder that nature is full of surprises, and that we shouldn't underestimate the potential of lesser-known plants.
I love how this research is expanding our understanding of the entire allium family. There's one more detail that I found particularly interesting. The study mentioned that leek leaf oil contains higher levels of ascorbic acid.
That's right. Leek leaf oil is a good source of vitamin C, which plays a vital role in immune function and overall health.
It seems like leek leaf oil is a powerhouse of nutrients and antibacterial properties. Given your interest in the science behind garlic's health benefits, does this comparison spark any new questions or insights for you?
Yeah, it definitely sparks my curiosity about the potential of other allium species. If leek leaf oil shows such promising antibacterial activity, what else is out there? It's exciting to think about the potential for future discoveries.
I agree. This research opens up a whole new avenue for exploration within the allium family. It makes you wonder if we've been overlooking some hidden gems.
It's a good reminder that there's always more to learn. Now, let's shift our focus to the broader topic of garlic's health benefits. We know you're interested in the science behind these benefits, and we've uncovered some fascinating research findings. But how does this knowledge translate into practical applications? What does this mean for you and your own health journey? It's about making informed choices. This research allows us to see garlic not just as a flavor enhancer, but as a potential ally in promoting our well-being.
So instead of mindlessly adding garlic to a dish, we can be more intentional, understanding its potential impact on our health.
Exactly. And I think it's important to acknowledge that while the research is promising, it's still ongoing. There's always more to learn. And it's crucial to stay informed and consult with healthcare professionals when necessary.
That's a great point. We should approach any health claims with a healthy dose of skepticism and rely on evidence-based information. Speaking of evidence, did you come across any aha moments while reading through these sources? Anything that's particularly surprised or intrigued you?
One detail that stood out to me was in the black garlic study. It mentioned that black garlic has a lower pH than white garlic due to the increase in organic acids during aging.
That's interesting. What implications could that have?
Well, a lower pH can create a more favorable environment for beneficial bacteria in our gut. This makes me wonder if black garlic could have prebiotic potential.
That's fascinating. So black garlic might not only be a powerful antioxidant, but also a gut health booster.
It's a possibility, but more research is needed to confirm those benefits. It's an area that definitely deserves further investigation.
It's amazing how interconnected everything is. A simple change in pH can have ripple effects throughout the body. Before we move on, I wanted to highlight a few more details from our sources. One of the studies mentioned that India is the second largest producer of garlic globally.
That's a testament to the global significance of this humble plant. Garlic isn't just a culinary staple. It's a commodity that connects cultures and economies worldwide.
And speaking of production, the paper on garlic oil extraction discussed how the findings could pave the way for commercial-scale production of garlic oil for both culinary and medicinal use.
Imagine the possibilities if we can harness garlic's power to develop new and innovative products.
It's an exciting thought. There was one quirky detail that caught my eye. One of the sources mentioned that leek leaf oil could potentially be used to enrich garlic bulb oil.
It speaks to the potential synergy between different allium species. Perhaps they can work together to create an even more potent and beneficial product.
It seems like the allium family is full of untapped potential. Now I'm curious, did any of the sources challenge your pre-existing assumptions about garlic?
Honestly, I went into this deep dive with a pretty open mind. But the comparison between garlic bulb oil and leek leaf oil really broadened my perspective. I had always focused on garlic as the star, but now I see that other members of the allium family deserve their share of the spotlight.
It's a valuable lesson to stay curious and open to new possibilities. As we wrap up part 2 of this deep dive, what's one thing you'd like our listener to consider before we move on to the final part?
I encourage you to reflect on your own experiences with garlic. How has it played a role in your life, in your culinary traditions, or perhaps even in your own health journey? Take a moment to connect with this incredible plant on a personal level.
Welcome back to our garlic deep dive. It's been fun going through all this research. We've talked about white garlic transforming into black garlic, but there's another color that keeps popping up in our sources: yellow.
Yeah, you're right. The paper on garlic oil extraction mentioned the extracted oil. It had a light yellowish color. And one of the other studies mentioned that black garlic, during its aging process, it goes through a series of color changes before finally turning black.
It's interesting how color can be an indicator of chemical changes. What causes those color shifts in garlic and its oil?
Well, in the case of garlic oil, the yellowish hue could be attributed to pigments or compounds that are extracted along with the oil. For black garlic, the color change is a visual sign of the Maillard reaction.
Can you explain the Maillard reaction, for those of us who aren't food scientists?
Sure, it's a complex chemical process that happens between amino acids and sugars when food is heated. It's what causes the browning of bread, the roasting of coffee beans, and the darkening of white garlic as it ages into black garlic.
So it's not just about aesthetics. Those color changes actually reflect transformations happening at a molecular level. That's pretty cool. Does this focus on color and chemical transformations raise any new questions for you? Knowing your interest in the science behind garlic's health benefits.
It makes me wonder at the visual cues we use to judge food. We're used to associating certain colors with freshness or ripeness, but with garlic, the darker hues might signal an increase in beneficial compounds.
That's a great point. It challenges our assumptions and reminds us to look beyond the surface. As we wrap up our deep dive, what are your final takeaways from exploring these sources?
I'm reminded that even common ingredients like garlic can hold incredible secrets. Garlic has a rich history, a complex chemical makeup, and so much potential for improving our well-being. It's a testament to the power of nature and scientific curiosity.
I agree. It's amazing what we can learn when we take a closer look. What else stood out to you?
The importance of diverse perspectives. By exploring different types of research, scientific papers, comparative studies, we've gained a much richer understanding of garlic than we would have from just one source. It's like we've assembled a multifaceted portrait of this amazing plant.
That multifaceted view is key to making informed decisions about our health and well-being. Before we finish, what's one final thought you'd like to leave our listener with? Something to ponder or explore further?
I encourage you to embrace culinary adventure. We've seen how different preparation methods can dramatically alter garlic's properties. Why not experiment? Try roasting garlic, fermenting it, infusing it into oils. Embrace the possibilities and discover how to unlock garlic's full potential in your own kitchen.
I love that. It's an invitation to not just consume garlic, but to connect with it on a deeper level. Thanks for joining us on this fascinating garlic journey. Keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep those taste buds tingling.